I've just been making comedy. I certainly didn't think making sketches about Palestine would be my key to social media success. I don't think anyone would advise that in a comedy workshop. Hello! Great. I love it. How are you doing, guys?
Oh, fantastic. Someday out there.
Yeah, isn't it?
You find very sweaty, so.
Great. Thanks for all your help.
Not at all. Best luck.
Thank you. Cheers. Oh, wow. But this is a big venue, as in it's a really well thought of venue, especially for contemporary theatre. And I'm fortunate enough to be debuting my new show here tonight, which is called Gatman. And apparently there's a few people in, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I've traditionally struggled up here actually as a Cork man, but it was all going on in my head. So I felt that there was a real bias against me, that I should have been treated more like the Lord Mayor here. Of which city, it doesn't matter, but just a Lord Mayor. Gatman is a semi-autobiographical piece about a person's journey with alcoholism. It's actually more about the love affair with alcohol. Then, like some love stories, it goes all the way through the descent of madness and I can't live with it, nor can I live without it. Through all that pain, and then into redemption as well. So I like to think it's the full gamut of the kind of alcohol experience. And one of the things I'm trying to get across is the person who struggles with addiction is a human being. They're usually, if not always, traumatized, and it's not to make excuses for them. Accountability is a big part of it, but just to get to know the person who struggles with addictions very like you, except that when they touch the substance, it has this metamorphic healing effect on them that for you, you might want it and they'll need it.
When you say hi Tom, when they say hi Tom, do you want to give a thanks? It was just when you did it last night and everyone immediately was like, hi Tom.
Yeah, my response seems kind of odd. No, yeah, that's true.
It's got a lot of stuff in that when someone kind of...
Oh yeah, I totally meant that. I totally meant that.
I know, I'm giving you the credit for it now too.
With a chaser of cool, crisp Corkopian air.
Why semi-autobiographical?
Because I am in recovery from drink and drug addiction.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a big part of my journey is authenticity. So try to be as honest as I can about my own story, because it might help someone. Look, there's loads of laughs in it though. I'm just attracted to those areas, and I would like to think I have the soul of a clown, so my way of understanding it or making sense of it or contributing to it is through jokes, however dark the jokes are or however unfunny the jokes are.
That's 10 minutes to doors, everyone.
One thing I would say, I'm slightly disappointed in my comedian brethren in this last year, because I think too many people have chosen the path of I need to make sure my career is going tickety-boo, rather than using their influence to try and say something about what for me is the most horrific, calamitous event in recent human history that we're all just watching live streamed every day. So if you look at somebody who happens to have a lot of traction online, the obvious thing there is that you can use your Instagram page for something good. You might as well use this nonsense thing that doesn't have any kind of inherent spiritual meaning, or arguably no meaning of merit at all. So why not use that instead of selling tat for some capitalist mogul who doesn't give a shit whether you live or die? Just try and do a little bit of good with it, and raise awareness about what's going on, because the media is becoming more and more blacked out or biased or both.
Hit me.
Yeah.
And actually, when you said 5, I was just like, oh, it must be a really small crowd tonight. And then when I came out, it was actually quite full. I was like, to be honest, I've still gotten gigs along the way that it probably balances out. So I'd rather do something that I care about and be authentic. And again, that's not to say, aren't I such a great person, but because I'm not. Like, all I am is just somebody who's been through enough personal pain to realise what life is actually about. And if you're not, like, looking out for other people, then you're fucked, frankly.
So you do lots of bar mitzvahs?
No, but I mean, I'll take any gig going. Hello everyone, and welcome to this closed meeting of the St. Francis Group. My name is Tom, and I'm an alcoholic. Well done, but the rest of you are supposed to say, hi Tom. I grew up in Cork, I don't know if you know it. Great spot to be an alcoholic. Well, heavy drinker actually.
Housing disputes. Oh my God. He turned up at my house one day and kicked me out, claiming it was his. It's true though. This is my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granddad's house, I think. It's complicated, isn't it? It really is. It's a right Rubik's Cube. Am I here? Like, can you hear me when I'm talking? I think the best we can do really is, give you more explosives to blow the shed up anyway, first and foremost. Well, I gotta defend myself. Now be careful with them. You hear me? Yeah, minimize damage. Be surgical. Be surgical blowing up a shed. All right, calm down. He's very volatile, isn't he? You get something too. All good?
A number of years ago, during a so-called war on Gaza, which, you know, I think it was like, don't the Israelis describe it as mowing the lawns? And I did a sketch at the time, because I just started kind of dipping my toes into doing more political sketches, because I had done more commercial comedy before, which was better for my TV career. And then I had a lot of people from Palestine reach out and say, you've got to do more of this stuff, like you found something there that's useful to make people who don't want to understand just kind of have to understand. So I suppose that was the moment where I felt, again, to go into the recovery thing, I was like, well, I could have a little part to play here. I could do my little thing. You know, I'd like to see myself as a kind of little comedic department of Intifada. So then when that opportunity came up, I thought, do it. And if there's repercussions, then so be it. Ireland, I think, generally speaking, people are with Palestine. It's in their bones, it's in their DNA. We understand the colonial experience 100%.
My home is destroyed and I lost everything. We used to starving and we heard all the bombs everywhere, and it's like a miracle to be alive until now, but I'm strong. I'm strong.
It has been the honour, privilege and joy of my life to be doing some of this stuff and to have made Palestinian friends along the way, both in Ireland and online. They really teach you about what matters, and their resilience is extraordinary. And I actually think Irish people are coming to understand their own history, their own identity as a colonised, post-colonised people through Palestine. They're teaching us, I think, everything, not just about life, but about ourselves as well. The Mothers Against Genocide people are, in my opinion, they're top tier, particularly the ones in the north. All activists are great, but some of them just have that kind of bit between the teeth that they kind of don't take no for an answer. They're an inspiration to me anyway, that's all I'm saying. They're amazing, amazing women. Women should lead it, like, I think women should lead it because they get shit done. But yeah, I wouldn't be well known in every circle, just with the Arab diaspora in Ireland, like, which is great.
Remind me of like a really famous like, Christian music star. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no one knows those people, but they play statements.
Yeah, Johnny Logan like is like massive in Turkey, like, you know.
You're not a terrorist, you're a person of conscience.
without being cheesy, love is the answer. If you could have some compassion for your fellow man, you would never want to see them suffer in the way that they're suffering. You would never put out a podcast where you're saying, if I could press this button right now, I'd kill every Gazan. I don't want to be in that world, you know. I want to oppose it, but ultimately I want to encourage other people to come from a place of love. Because if you come from a place of love, you're opening the doors up and we're all part of humanity. I'm an optimist. I feel like love will always ultimately win out. It feels to me that the Zionist project can't survive without hatred. It's founded on hatred. It's founded on racist exceptionalism. And what gets me up in the morning is love. When you get a movement like we have at the moment, the thing is to hold on to it. You know, I think it would be a real tragedy if it just fizzled out, even after the genocide. Like, I mean, Palestine need us long term, but there feels like there's a group of people who are anti-imperialist and they give a shit about the countries that have been colonized, the oppressed peoples. Like, let's keep that tribe together, you know? That's what I think. That's, moving forward, we can do great things.
So there is hope.
There's always hope. You've got to keep fighting. You've got to keep fighting. Even if you're going down, you've got to keep fighting. Every mass movement of people I can think of that was consistent and that organically grew, Vietnam, civil rights, whichever example you want to use, it took time. It took a lot of blood, sweat and tears. People in some cases had to die even in protests, but they did get things done, because I think people in power, they don't really think as autonomous human beings. They just think in terms of, well, what's going to be the most expedient for our careers. That's the reality, but the one thing that they have to be beholden to is votes, and to cling to power, they can't go against the will of the people. I feel that we just need more people to be more educated about what's really going on, and I'm trying to say that in a not patronising way, but just to get away from the Fox News, CNN, BBC mentality, to see what's going on the ground, and a human being to say, this is wrong. I can't accept a world where this is going on, and certainly not in my name with my tax dollars. So I believe more people, more well-informed, gathering together, forming strong groups and escalating the activism. That's the only answer. But we have to escalate. I mean, if what we've been doing, sadly, ultimately has not been effective, then you have to escalate or you go away, and I don't think going away is an option. I believe what's going to change it is a tipping point. You know, we need to start making people in power feel uncomfortable.
Quick message for my Zionist friends in my direct messages, just gloating about me being banned from TikTok. First of all, enjoy your day, like knock yourself out. I know it is just really hatred at this point that gets you going. What's it to you? You're gonna kill him. Oh my God. Why do you hate all followers of my faith so much? What's happening?